Ominous Fireball. We're gonna play some Stanley Parable right now.
I have heard that this game existed, and that it's basically a walking simulator.
Yeah.
But that's all I know. So this should be fun.
I watched it years ago. Like Markiplier did it, and PewDiePie did it, and a couple other people did it, but I haven't watched anything recently. By the way, we have hats on, new merch. I've got the beanie, and Keter over here's got the full-on hat.
Yeah, this is we got a bunch of different hats. Like this is the snapback hat, but I hate flat hats, so I just bent it. So it's not snapping back anymore. It's a normal baseball cap. We also have a dad hat and a trucker hat. They all have the same logo, but yeah, depending on your style. But yeah, check them out.
Yeah, get what you like.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
It's a good number.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
I feel like he
how
has
long
Homer
to
Simpson's
push
job.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the
I
orders
see it as kind of pointless.
as though he had been made exactly for this.
This is the only time we're going to show you this part of this game.
Was happy.
We discussed it earlier.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
He invented tools.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
He made
when he
fire.
realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed
Seems like a
up
good
to
day
give
for
him
me.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Do I have control?
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I click on things?
Yeah, but not all of them do anything. From what I remember.
There are files that are
Yeah.
not filed properly.
Your best bet's to just go out that door. Because there's nothing really in here.
429 isn't home either. Nobody's here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Who
missed a
farted? Is that
memo.
what that said?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I turned off the computer.
Are there more computers to turn off?
No, all the rest of them are off.
Okay, so let's go to the meeting room. See, when there's that much white stuff on the ground right there, like papers, like, you have to assume something bad has happened.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Thanos snapped.
Like, nobody would go, oops, I dropped
Yeah.
every paper I'm
He's the
holding.
unlucky guy that works at a building where everybody else except for him got snapped out of existence.
Sorry, I'm a stickler for efficiency. They all left their monitors on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You got it, narrator guy.
Hey! The paintings on the wall are really bad. Look, here's a mountain. Here's a leaf. Sweet.
Water.
Horizon.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping
Tips
he
for
might
not
find
getting
an
fired.
answer
Talk
there.
less. Let it ball up inside of you. Yeah, resent coworker.
This slide has a slip proof graphic on the header. Cool. I am the most uniquest of everyone.
What is hot?
Typical workplace. Alright.
Okay. Go through that door. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it opens out.
That's weird.
That's not safe.
I'll tell you what, we're just gonna keep going, because,
That's where he told us to go to.
to the broom closet?
Oh, no. He told us to go down
Coming
that,
to a
that corridor.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You got it, guy.
On it.
Find out where our boss's office is.
Oh, it's apparently this one.
Is your monitor on? No.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Proud of them.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
I know
from
this
him?
is fake because
What
he
he
doesn't
could
have
not
a
have
computer.
known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth.
How
that his
lovely
boss
is
had
that,
been
though, man? That
keeping
like
from
he's
him.
got a desk
And
that
so
has
the boss had assigned
a
it
couch
an
in front of it.
extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, so we gotta find something that goes
Where's
pin
the
number.
keypad?
Oh, right there.
Oh.
28
2, 8,
4.
4, 5.
Stanley just, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where's the newly open passageway?
Yeah.
Oh, we're left.
Oh, jeez.
The big bright light. Yeah.
Do we go the red path or the dark path? Okay, I'm lost now. Alright, let's not go that way.
Yeah. Let's not go that way at all. Press the big red threatening button. Okay, we're going down.
Can you imagine if your life wasn't narrated and you didn't know where to go?
Your life isn't narrated normally?
I usually have somebody telling me what to do all the time.
Yeah. That's because you got married.
It's true.
And you love your wife.
Descending deeper into the building,
Also true.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Goody.
And
Yeah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We'll do it again. Go through the mind control facility. We take his rules the first time. There's an idea button.
Let's have an idea.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Holy shit, dude! You're at the end of the fucking second Matrix
Did he have
movie.
the strength to find out?
I'm in the danger room. What is this? Alright.
Is there a guy in a wheelchair behind you?
No.
Okay. Professor X isn't there then.
Camera.
Oh, hold on a second. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, just 3 random things and a camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
That person
revealed.
got fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
What was
The
yours?
lives of so many
400
individuals
and
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, we should have really remembered where you were at.
Yeah, it was in the low 400s. It was 400 and something or other.
Was it 437?
Possibly. Can't zoom in or anything, so I can't tell. People.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sounds like something I would
Seems
do.
like that's what's happening.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent
I'm a little
his
worried about this
entire
thing taking
life
us up a higher.
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
Oh,
began to
calm down,
sink
like
in,
button clicking, buddy.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, let's turn off the power.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what happens. Get up close to it. What's in that back room?
It's a power facility. Oh yeah, let's shut this bitch down.
Should we? It's the Matrix.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Damn right.
Whoa. You turned it off, then what happens to everybody else inside of the system?
I don't know. The narrator said it. I knew I would have had to do.
Okay, turn it off.
And then, my friends,
Blackness.
In 13 minutes,
and a
that man's
rising
life changed.
chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
ooh, I'm so
And yet-
excited.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling
nice
of
out here.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Look at
This
cute
was
little Trent
exactly
on
the
the
way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Achievement unlocked. Okay, well, we'll go through this next time too, and let's call this one a quit. It's 15 minutes in.
Yeah, so what do you think we should try next time? Because we know
Absolutely everything he tells us to do, we can do completely the opposite.
the opposite.
Absolutely the opposite.
Right. So next time we're gonna do an exact opposite run of narrator. Because who is narrator really, if you think about it?
He's the old white guy from the Matrix.
He's the cigarette smoking man.
From the X-Files?
Yeah. He's the I forget.
It's a
what his
really
name
good
is.
reference for you to come out of like nowhere.
But yeah, we'll try the anarchist method next time.
Okay. Click like, subscribe, buy some merch. We got new hats.
Yeah, and we got some other clothing coming too.
Been selling some of those girl shirts.
Yeah.
That weird twist thing on the back. Yeah. It looks sexy. Okay, guys. See you later.
See ya.
See ya.